This video is a product buyer's guide intended for gift givers and adult collectors.
Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Zane.
Very first thing we have to do to kick off this video is send a humongous thank you to MGA Entertainment and Rainbow High for sending us this Phaedra Westward and Bella Parker doll for free. Sang and I have had the privilege of being sent a PR package from MGA and Rainbow High. This is the very first time we've ever received any PR from MGA, and we want to take a quick second to thank not only them, but thank all of you who watch and support our channel. It's really because of you guys and your support and viewership that we receive opportunities like this, and I was so thrilled and excited about this. Obviously, Sang and I have been talking about the Rainbow High Pacific Coast line for a little while on our channel. Of course, the brand new beach-themed, very heavily swimsuit-based line of dolls from Rainbow High. And we have Phaedra and Bella here, which we were sent in PR, as well as Hali Capri, which we purchased ourselves from Amazon. She just arrived the other day. And we are going to be reviewing all three of these girls in today's video. We're going to be taking a little bit more of an in-depth look at the Pacific Coast line. So Pacific Coast, for those who do not know, is the most elite fine arts school on the West Coast. Also featured in a must-watch reality TV show, and it features a whole slew of new students. And at Pacific Coast, the days are sunny, the classes are poolside, and the drama rolls in and out with the tide.
And that is what is said on the back of the box.
Yes. So we have a whole bunch of new characters to discuss in this line.
This is the largest line that Rainbow High has produced. These are 7 characters. We are kind of used to 5 or 6, but there are 7 characters in this line.
So in addition to the 3 girls seen here, this line also features Simone Summers, Margot DePerla, Harper Dune, and Finn Rosado, who is a brand new male character in the Rainbow High series. Super excited for him.
So with the packaging, this is a very similar style that we've seen before for Rainbow High. Essentially, it's very similar to the cheer line, where there is a nice opening for the doll itself, and in addition to that, there is one compartment up here with additional accessories. They do not come with extra outfits than what they're wearing currently, but they come with an extra bag as well as a beach towel. The packaging is very colorful with a metallic gold palm tree on the right side. That's how you can distinguish them in stores if you were looking at the side. And then on the left side is their
School Focus.
School Focus. Correct me if I'm wrong, these are stickers that used to be like imprinted on the boxes, right?
Are they stickers? Is this one?
No, this was imprinted. This one's a sticker. So there is a weird variant version where some of them are like the other School Focus emblems. They're imprinted on the boxes. But our Phaedra here is actually just a sticker.
Yeah, and we received Phaedra in PR, so we don't know for sure if the sticker will appear.
It looks like it's just over. Maybe they messed up.
Maybe it was
on
damaged or something.
Or maybe it's just messed up and they put the wrong one.
Phaedra is a cosmetology focus, Bella is a art direction focus, and Hali is fashion design focus.
And on these, it actually has the initials for Pacific Coast High on here instead of the Rainbow High. So that's a little something different about it. So again, we mentioned that there are 7 characters in this line. Each doll costs $31.99, which is a price increase from our usual price points for the signature line as well as the cheer line. So these are a bit more expensive, but we'll talk about if they're worth it or not in a little bit. And the reason why we have these 3 characters out is because the Pacific Coast line is actually being released in chunks. So the first 4 characters that are being released this week on January 10th will be Phaedra, Bella, Hali, as well as Harper. Again, we got these 2 in PR. We weren't able to locate Harper, but she is going to be available in stores right now.
Beginning this week, as of January 10th.
Yes.
Yeah.
They are popping up at Walmart. We have seen them at Walmart. We actually had purchased Phaedra from Walmart prior to receiving this one. Hali we got on Amazon, so they are available on Amazon. We'll, of course, include those links in the description below. Harper also is available, just our Walmart here doesn't stock very well.
We were not able to find Harper,
Yeah. The other characters will be released later.
So these three are the characters we're going to be covering today, but stay tuned to our channel. You know, once we have other dolls and other characters from this line, we will cover them as well in the weeks and months to come. So with the Rainbow High Pacific Coast line also comes a playset. It is the Rainbow High Color Change Pool and Beach playset. So we are going to be discussing that playset in today's video as well. A huge box for that. And that is priced at $59.99. It's available on Amazon. We'll post the link in the description below. We also personally found it in store at Walmart. So yeah, we're gonna be diving in officially to our in-person Rainbow High Pacific Coast coverage. We've been talking about these dolls for a long time now, so it's gonna be really cool to finally see them in person.
So on the back of the box, we see a beautiful artwork of all 7 characters on a very iridescent, shiny packaging, as well as a little blurb of what Max read earlier. So it's very cute. Again, these are really easy to cut out and display if you like the artwork.
All right, without further ado, we are gonna unbox these girls and get started with the review. All right, so we're gonna get started with Hali Capri first. So our PR rep did give us some background information on all of the characters, and Miss Hali here is the ultimate California girl. She was practically born at the beach. She is a fashion design focus with a specialty in creating gorgeous bathing suits and resort wear. Many of the Pacific Coast students love to wear her ensembles. Kicking right off with her, you know, it's interesting. When I saw her for the first time, I didn't know for sure whether or not she was a new sculpt, but we have compared her side by side to Daphne Minton from Series 3, and we're pretty certain that Hali has the same sculpt as Daphne and Emmy from Series 3. And she's very lovely, you know, kind of similar to a lot of prior Rainbow High characters, where they each have a specific color or spectrum kind of assigned to them, and that's how their listings appear in Target and Walmart systems. And the color assigned to Hali is aquamarine.
So she has smoky eyeshadow with some sky blue, almost like a more of a on like the greener side on her eyelids, with like a heavy coat of the same color glitter on her lids as well.
Yeah, she has very glittery eyeshadow. And her lips are very lovely. She is wearing lip liner a bit similarly to Cheryl Meyer, but it's not as intense as Cheryl, because the lip liner color and the actual lip color are pretty similar to each other. It's a bit of like a pearly plum color. I really like her lips. And she does have earring holes, but she's not wearing earrings.
Yes. And her eyes are blue with some a little bit of like almost like a mint green blended in there as well.
I really like her eye color. Yeah, her eye color is very striking. So she is wearing a very cute fabric head wrap with a visor attachment that has rainbow embroidered in white across the visor section. And the print on it you'll kind of see as a bit of a recurring theme throughout her bathing suit. It seems very heavily inspired by the Gianni Versace tropical palm print fashion, which is a very iconic Versace pattern. It's been seen on multiple different pieces, and we kind of see that really cute palm print on some other sections of her fashion, which we'll get to. And her hair is very cute. It's rooted in a kind of, it's like a blue blend.
It's like a darker kind of like...
Aquamarine is her assigned color.
So it's like an aquamarine, and then there's aquamarine highlights, I feel like, and then her base color might be a lighter, like almost mint color, like a mint blue.
It is. Yeah, and I mean, I made a lot of comparisons to Skylar Bradshaw in prior videos, and seeing her in person, these two dolls definitely do still have some things in common, but I'm pretty sure they share about the same skin tone. But her hair color is actually quite a bit more different than Skylar's from what I originally thought. Her hair color is a lot, well...
It's a blue that leans a bit more towards the green side.
Yes, yeah. And as where, you know, Skylar has kind of the two base colors where one's a really deep, almost like a navy blue, and a lighter kind of sky blue, as we mentioned, yeah, hers is a lot more of kind of a bright, almost green leaning aquamarine. And she is also wearing a very cute fabric scrunchie that has a bit of a geometric pattern on it.
And this pattern reminds me of a certain brand.
Versace? She's, everything else is Versace.
Yeah,
so it's very geometric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cute little scrunchie. For her bathing suit, she is wearing a two-piece bathing suit, which, yeah, as I said, it's inspired by the Versace tropical palm print pattern. And we see some really cute tropical leaves kind of decorating the fabric itself. And there is a neck collar that is tied in real ribbon, so you can tie it and untie it if you'd like. And there's a very cute metallic gold RH charm dangling from the collar. So of course we have the top, which is its own piece, and she has a matching bikini bottom with the same palm print. Very beachy, and of course, yeah, the top opens and closes with Velcro.
The bottom looks like you just pull it off.
Yeah. And what's super cute, there are little light blue ribbons on either side, and one has a gold R charm, and the other
has an H.
Has an H. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which a lot of Rainbow High references here, you know, even though these girls are from Pacific Coast, which is a separate school. So I'm going to be really interested to see, you know, when we finally meet these girls in the animated series, which as of today, January 8th, we have not met these characters in the animated series. So it's going to be fascinating to see kind of the direct relation to Rainbow High, because they have Rainbow High references in their clothes.
So her swim shorts are a light blue. They actually have different little pattern fabric on the side right here. It kind of reminds me of like basketball shorts over here. They have a scrunchy waistline that you slip over her waist. Yeah, there's not a lot of Velcro on her outfit besides her top, which is really nice. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of detail that went into crafting this outfit.
It's possible those shorts are once again loosely Versace inspired. They look a bit similar to the nylon logo athletic shorts. But yeah, she's very Versace overall, as well as on her towel, which we'll get to. So Hali is wearing a pair of super cute white sandals with crisscross straps that read rainbow, and I'm pretty sure these are once again Versace inspired because they have the really cute little face emblem, which we also saw in Brianna Dolce. It's based on the Versace
is it line?
Medusa. Yeah, the Versace Medusa head.
Yeah. So since it's Medusa, it looks like it looks like a girl with two pigtails. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, these are flat feet. What's very special about this line is they come with two pairs of feet. So there's the flat feet that she currently has on, as well as interchangeable high heel legs. And they did come with a little instruction brochure that has steps to take out the feet and change them, as well as one of the girls looks like they have ribbon sandals, which they give instructions how to do those as well. But essentially, it looks like you just yank them out. Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah. Super easy. They
just pop them out.
Yeah, I mean, not any force at all. Mm-hmm. They do not come with a second pair of shoes, but if you collect Rainbow High dolls, you probably have a lot of shoes that she could wear. Mm-hmm. So it's a very nice addition that they didn't need to do, but they did, and it was really nice. The whole idea with Rainbow High is, you know, you can redress them. So I just push them back in. Yeah. So
you need to use a bit of force to get them back on.
I'm just weak. I'm sorry. Same motion, just plug them in. But yeah, you can redress her. The best thing about Rainbow High is you can redress them.
It's kind of crazy too because the option to swap between flat and arched feet is, I don't know if I personally have ever seen that in Playline dolls. Like that's a very like adult collector luxury brand kind of thing to do. Don't quote me on that. It's very possible that a Playline brand has done it before, but I mainly see it in like much more expensive, like high-end, you know, kind of dolls. So Rainbow High is definitely encouraging its collectors to, you know, swap fashions, redress, do all kinds of different stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if they will continue this feature with the Rainbow High dolls moving forward, or is strictly for this particular line. But it's really cool. And we're pretty sure that these are not interchangeable with the previous bodies. So these are for these dolls. Yeah.
Which also, speaking of which, some other people who found these dolls noticed.
So she bends very far. We were testing out how posable they are. She's very posable with the long legs.
Some people have said on Instagram and otherwise that they noticed that the Pacific Coast dolls the legs with the new features seem to not bend back as far as the updated Series 3 body sculpts do. But this Hali we have here, and again, we bought her on Amazon. This is not a PR version of Hali. Her legs bend back as far as the Series 3 girls. So it's possible it'll vary a bit by doll, but
that's really cool.
Still quite posable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their head tilts, right? The Series 3. So this is the Series 3 body sculpt, and minus obviously the updated legs. Yeah, their head, you know, fully tilts.
This is game changing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cray cray. Hali does also come with a really adorable translucent beach bag with some very nice straps and a diamond pattern with the rainbow logo and some really cute fabric handles as well. And she also comes with a cute translucent pair of shades with gold and white rims that, you know, of course you gotta have shades at the beach. And of course a display stand in her signature color.
Along with a comb.
Yes. So the Pacific Coast dolls also come with towel accessories. And I want to say the texture of this, it's pretty much identical to if you happen to have purchased the Rainbow High house. It's that same texture pretty much. So
it's a towel.
It's like a dish towel kind of texture, yeah. And hers is a combination of aquamarine and navy blue. It reads Rainbow High Atelier Pacific View Los Angeles, and it has a geometric pattern on either end that is, you know, seems very heavily inspired once again by Versace.
So next up we have Bella Parker. She is a recurring character and she looks like she's currently at Pacific Coast.
Freshly expelled, but has made her comeback, obviously, as of season 2. We didn't really get much background information in terms of how Bella is going to relate directly to the Pacific Coast school. You know, not from our PR contact anyway, so we'll have to see, you know, when the episodes debut.
So here's Bella out of box. So we received the PR version, and the PR version kind of has really gelled curls here. I noticed the retail version kind of has more loose curls. I personally really love how she looked in box, but in person I think I would kind of loosen up the curls a little bit. But she's really cute. Her makeup is very similar to her signature look, but a little bit more vibrant. Her lips are a gorgeous kind of, I want to say like a cherry red, kind of glossy. It reminds me of like a Jolly Rancher. And then her eyes has a really cute, almost like airbrush effect. It's almost like a magenta eyeshadow with, like a tiara white eyeshadow on her lids and a coating of almost like a gold and iridescent layer of glitter on there as well. Her hair is identical to the first wave in terms of color. Even her part is very similar too. So they didn't change too much, but you know, don't change what is not broken. She's a gorgeous doll.
Bella is a gorgeous character.
Yes, she is.
For sure. Still one of my favorites. She also comes with a large, wide brim woven beach hat. So this is actually woven. It has like a really nice texture to it. And the base is lined with a black ribbon, and Rainbow High is embroidered in black down the back. Bella is wearing a one-piece, two-tone black and pink bathing suit that says Rainbow Paris, with opposing side our emblem and a printed gold chain down the bottom. And we're pretty certain, even though the chain is giving me slight Versace vibes, we're pretty certain that the main inspiration for this bathing suit is the 1990s inspired bicolored bathing suit from Chanel's October 2018 Haute Couture collection. It's been worn by supermodel Gisele Bündchen and graced the June-July 2019 cover of Vogue Paris. Another model who wore the same suit, it was paired with a woven hat, just like what Bella is wearing. Bella's signature outfit was inspired by Chanel as well, so she's Chanel girl.
Yeah, she's sponsored by Chanel.
Yes. And she also comes with a really cute kind of sheer wrap skirt that has rainbow printed on it. And does that close with Velcro?
Velcro, yeah. Like
yeah.
One of the ends where the tie is where it Velcro's shut. Her shoes are cute little sandals. The strap looks kind of like, it looks like handles to like some of the Chanel bags. The shoe has rainbow written along the edge.
You know what I'm kind of curious about with the flat feet? And like all the other Pacific Coast dolls, of course, Bella has a leg swap. With the flat feet, do they have an easier time standing on their own?
I would imagine so. I'm actually really good at making that stand, but we'll see. I think Bella's hard. She has huge.
She's probably top heavy.
She's very top heavy, but I think some of the other girls might be able to.
Yeah. We imagine that the flat feet might make it easier for some of the Rainbow High dolls to stand on their own. Bella is a bit top heavy with her hat and her hairstyle, but you know, flat feet in general tend to be easier to pose on their own. She does also come with a cute pair of sunglasses that say Rainbow High on them. They are two-tone, and once again, in this case, vintage Chanel inspired. There's a very similar pair of vintage Chanel sunglasses. And her cute little tote bag is baby pink fabric, and it says rainbow on it with the RH emblem. And this seems to be loosely inspired by the Chanel straw calfskin chain tote. And her beach towel, I'm getting more Versace vibes from her beach towel.
For me, it has that chain with the ribbon woven through it, which is, I think, a very Chanel thing.
Yeah. Well, the dual R's that's definitely more, that's like a reference to the Chanel icon. But yeah, it's pink and gold, very classy, very cute. We're pretty certain Bella is supposed to come with a comb as well. The PR one we got, there wasn't a comb in there, but other ones we've seen, yeah, she's supposed to come with a comb. It's okay, we have plenty of Rainbow High combs.
So last up, but certainly not least, is Phaedra.
Phaedra Westward.
Yeah, Phaedra Westward.
Yes.
She is so colorful, so vibrant.
Gorgeous.
And she's also the one we had the most trouble finding inspiration for.
Yes.
But she is very cute.
Phaedra is the kind of girl that everyone knows or wants to know because she's a star on the rise. A self-proclaimed girl boss and mogul in the making, she has an unmatched entrepreneurial spirit and is a girl of many talents and side hustles. Her current obsession is building her own empire with her very own beauty brand, which is, of course, beach-inspired. She's a cosmetology focus with an emphasis on the science of beauty and natural ingredients. So it sounds like she's going to be a pretty fun character.
Yeah.
And one of the most exciting things about Phaedra is she has a brand new face sculpt. At a glance, it looks a bit similar to the standard Series 1 sculpt because the eyes, I believe, are about the same as the Series 1 sculpt, roughly. Maybe there's a very, very slight difference there. The main difference is the nose and lips. Her nose and lips are slightly larger than the Series 1 sculpt. I love the fact that Rainbow High keeps introducing new sculpts. As we've said with, recent MGA products in general, it's really cool that they are legitimately taking fan feedback and, you know, recommendations and really implementing it into new products. And that was one of the most common issues, you know, with the early waves. They're like, oh, they all have the same sculpts, they all look the same, and there's like a whole bunch of Rainbow High sculpts now, so it's really cool.
Yeah, she also had molded baby hairs as well, so that's something about the sculpt is different too.
Yes, and so her signature theme and how she was labeled in Target systems is sunset in terms of her kind of theme and color spectrum, and you can definitely see that in her hair.
Yeah, even in her makeup. So she has kind of a smoky purple eyeshadow that fans out to kind of like a almost like an airbrush effect on like a pink airbrush effect on her eyeshadow. The inner eyelids is kind of an ombre color. Looks like the base might be white, and there is airbrush pink at the center crease that fans out to a yellow.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with Phaedra's whole color story. I think she's so striking and so gorgeous, and I appreciate that even though at this point Rainbow High has done a lot of multi-tone kind of rainbow colored dolls, they feel like very different color stories in terms of, you know, like warm tones, cool tones, just different types of combinations.
I think Rainbow High really excels when they're not limited to one color palette. I think she's one of the characters is a bit more fun and unique because she is a combination of colors. And that's why I love the Rockstar line. It's very, very colorful. What color are her eyes? Brown?
They're almost like they're like an auburn. It's like a reddish brown.
Yeah, it has reddish, yeah, like Max said, it's a brown, but there's tones of red and purple in there.
Her lipstick is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with her lipstick. That was really one of the things I noticed when I first saw her in person. She's wearing like a pearly magenta lipstick.
As for her hair, it looks like the base color might be a very vivid purple with like a very light orange, almost yellow highlights, as well as like a magenta purple as well.
Yeah, and it's tied into two very long pigtails, and she is wearing a pair of black and metallic gold scrunchies.
It reads R.
Just R? Okay, yeah. Yeah, scrunchies with the letter R. And she is also wearing a translucent magenta visor, and it says rainbow in black and white. Her bathing suit, we were having a hard time finding direct inspiration of her bathing suit. We think some of her inspirations might be a little bit looser and more open-ended, but it is what looks to be a faux snakeskin bathing suit in kind of like an ombre sunset combination of colors, and there is a faux gold zipper down the torso with a lowercase R, which we don't see very often. So
it's
different.
very swirly too.
It's really cute, yeah. Little zipper attachment at the collar.
Little slits on the side.
Yeah, and there are very cute fashionable slits at either side of her waist. I love the snakeskin pattern and the coloration here.
The Velcro's in the back.
Yes, Velcro's in the back. And her wrapped skirt is equally gorgeous. It is once again a sunset ombre variation of warm to cool tones in orange, magenta, and purple, with the loosely Louis Vuitton inspired pattern, RH pattern we've seen many times before on Rainbow High dolls. So Phaedra is wearing a really cute pair of block sandals that have translucent straps printed with the rainbow logo, and what's really awesome about these sandals is they have a matching snakeskin pattern to her bathing suit on the back heels. And interestingly, right out of box, she has the arched heel feet, but she does come with the flat feet swap as well.
Yes, and she's same amount of posability as the other two girls.
We would also say her skin tone is a pretty close match to Crystal Bailey. And of what we can tell, by the way, none of these Pacific Coast girls have the highlight shimmer, the ones we have here anyway. I am absolutely obsessed with Phaedra's bag. It's so gorgeous. It's a very shimmery metallic, once again, sunset tones bag with the rainbow logo printed at the center with a little bit of a geometric pattern around the lining and some gold handles. If you look inside, it's really cool. It has like that effect of kind of like the flip side of like metallic wrapping paper.
Yeah.
A bit. It's like really iridescent, holographic.
Yeah, holographic.
It's really holographic. It's gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And this definitely seems inspired by the Versace beach bag. And she comes with a really unique pair of sunglasses with a gold rim. Its rainbow is engraved on either side. And the lenses are interesting. They're kind of like asymmetrical, and they go into the rim in kind of a like the center, but it doesn't
the lens seems like it outreaches the actual frame.
It's like arched. Yeah, it's arched. It's pretty cool. And her towel matches the rest of her aesthetic with a beautiful sunset scene printed with palm trees and Malibu in a white stylized font. And Phaedra comes with a gorgeous, of course, matching display stand and comb. All right, so as we mentioned, the Pacific Coast line comes complete with a lovely brand new playset, the Rainbow High Color Change Pool and Beach Club. And the packaging is everything you would come to expect from Rainbow High. We have the logo at the upper left and a lovely scene of some of the characters. We have Bella, Finn, Simone, and Phaedra. And the pool inside this playset seems to have a very similar feature to the color changing car, where you can have different colored lights so though you can see the water in a multitude of different colors.
And the two main sides have the same image.
Yes. And then at the side, we can see everything that the playset includes in metallic gold. There's a nice handle at the top for you to carry it because this is a very large box. And we have a brief blurb and series of scenes on the other side. The beach is our playground at Pacific Coast, the most elite fine arts high school on the West Coast. All right, so let's check out this playset.
Okay.
All right, so here is the Rainbow High Color Change Pool and Beach Club playset, fully set up. There is some assembly required, but if y'all watched our Rainbow High house review, which was an ordeal and a half, assembly for this is super quick. It took us 10 to 15 minutes.
Everything snaps together, so it's fairly simple. The hardest part was putting the batteries in, which required a screwdriver.
Yes, so the only things you're going to need prior to setup, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver and 3 AA batteries. Those are the only things you're going to need. Everything else just comes straight in the packaging, and this playset is super cute. There's a little wooden textured deck and some really cute little palm tree accessories.
I love the airbrush effect on the leaves. It actually kind of makes it more realistic, as well as there's some paint job on the bark of the palm tree as well.
And there's a whole bunch of accessories that you can place on the deck. There are curved beach chairs that have a really nice pearly white finish, as well as a cute little table, side table that comes with really adorable 2 beach drinks. Very cute. They come with the little drink parasols inside, and they have little handles for the dolls to easily hold them. And there's cute little ridges in the table, so you can just position the drinks right in there. There are 2 additional high chairs. These remind me kind of like the lifeguard chairs a little bit.
Yeah, it's just high chairs.
Yeah, just high chairs, and they once again have a pearly white finish, and everything else is gold. And yeah, as Sang mentioned, you just have the assembly of kind of the back pieces. There's a little stairway on the back with a button.
There's little indents where you can put the drinks, I believe.
Let's see if they fit. I assume so.
Yep. Yeah.
Super cute.
So if you, I think the drinks are around the same size as like the thermoses they had in the
house
yeah.
too. Yeah, so it's probably compatible. Yeah, you can use the accessories from the Rainbow High house in there as well, the drinks.
The umbrella has a cloth top. It's white with silver print on there that says rainbow. I believe we've seen this print before.
We have. It's on the base of Amaya's cheerleader outfit.
Yeah.
It's the same like iridescent kind of pattern. Yeah, really lovely. It's a functioning fabric umbrella. Really cool.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do this, but it does work. We got it to work, but yeah.
Yeah.
But it has this cute little midsection where you can tilt it as well. So if you want to position it in a particular way, you could. And there is a little groove that you can stick the piece in.
Yeah, there's also a little RH emblem on the kind of like marble countertop over here as well that I initially thought was a button, but it's not. It's just decorative. But
There is a button.
There is a button, and so there's a button at the top of the stairs, and there's a switch in the back as well. What you want to do with the pool is fill it with water, but you want to be very careful not to overfill it. And once that is slid in, you can use the color change feature. So there's a little switch in the back right underneath where you position the batteries. You just need to move that to on. And then you can press the button at the top of the stairs to cycle through different colors, and they go in rainbow order. So first press is red, and then it goes to orange, and then yellow, green, blue, and violet. And with the seventh press, it cycles through all of those colors on its own for approximately 30 seconds.
Yes. And if you don't want to wait, you can always turn it off.
Yeah. Super cute.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because so the colors coming out from this base piece in the back right here, you know, from our angle, there's no, like if you look inside, you can't really see the colors, but from your direction, you can actually see all the colors.
Yeah, it's most noticeable when you're looking at it
straight on.
Straight on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can see it in the viewfinder. It's really cool.
Yeah, but from here, from where we're standing looking down, so there's no light at the bottom. It's just the back of this, but it kind of creates a cool effect looking straight forward.
Really nice playset, pairs beautifully with the Pacific Coast dolls. So from there, we can go ahead and jump into our final thoughts on Phaedra, Hali, Bella, and the color changing pool and beach club playset.
Well, thank you again to MJA and Rainbow High for sending us Phaedra and Bella. They are two of my favorite characters so far. She's super gorgeous, colorful, and Bella is our pink queen. Honestly, she's probably the most interesting character on the show to me.
Yes.
And of course, you know, we did end up getting Hali. And Hali originally was kind of a character I wasn't sure I would be, you know, super excited about, but in person she's very beautiful. For me personally, I love dolls where you can play with their hair and not be concerned about messing it up, and we'll be able to return it to its original style. But since she has like a very nice curl to it, you can definitely play with it and just brush it out again to create this effect. Her, on the other hand, we're gonna have some fun restyling her, but in box she's gorgeous. Do I think they're worth $31.99? I think, given seeing the fabric in person, they are pretty luxe fabric they use for the bathing suits. I'm very curious. I believe they said that the fabric used on these dolls are actual swimsuit fabric, so they might be more durable in water. So that could raise the cost of these dolls. But overall, they're pretty, you know, we come to expect high quality from Rainbow High given their price point, and I think these really deliver on that field. And then, yeah, the second pair of feet is a really nice addition, and I hope they continue doing that because it would be really nice to be able to interchange shoes with some of the other characters. The thing I love about Rainbow High is you can redress them, you can change them up, and having that option for shoes is really nice as well.
For sure. Yeah, you know, I mean, obviously we've already discussed Pacific Coast quite a bit on our channel in terms of just first impressions, and now seeing them in person, you know, I've said before that beach and swimwear dolls tend to be a bit of a tough sell to me because, you know, just, yeah, they're, it's a personal taste thing. I tend to prefer, you know, luxe details and kind of more thematic elements in my dolls. I think the Pacific Coast line will really appeal to folks who are a big fan of high fashion swimwear, and that's kind of something that, you know, as always, something that really sets Rainbow High apart is the sophisticated high fashion inspiration, and these are most definitely very luxe details and designs and fabrics. The price point might be something that folks are gonna kind of be grappling with, but I would say, generally speaking, with Rainbow High, you really do get what you pay for. You know, this brand is really out here doing things that not very many other brands are doing in terms of luxe details, luxe fabrics. Again, leg swaps for different styles of shoes, which we don't really ever see in Playline. As for these three characters specifically, I think Bella fans are going to be very happy to see her back. I think one of the most striking things kind of differentiating her from Bella's initial release is kind of the face up, the makeup. It's kind of like a bolder makeup palette. Her eyeshadow and her lipstick are really gorgeous. And of course, you know, if you're a fan of Chanel, Bella is always rocking that Chanel inspiration. And Hali is super cute. She is, you know, I think if you're a really big fan of the color blue, and, you know, if you're already a fan of Skylar Bradshaw, I think she falls into a very similar realm. I think the Emmy Daphne sculpt is kind of really one of the most intriguing ones they've developed. It's just makes her, as we mentioned in our review of Daphne, it's just so striking. You know, it's so different from all the other Rainbow High sculpts. So I'm going to be very fascinated to see what they do in the future with different screenings. Phaedra is absolutely the standout for me. I think Phaedra is stunning. I would consider her a must-have of this collection. I just think, again, her whole color story is just so beautiful. I love her face. I like the new sculpt. I think her hair is lovely. I really like her fashions. So I rank her as the number one in this trio. I'm a huge fan of Phaedra. She's absolutely gorgeous. And this playset is really cute. I'm very curious based on the size. It's kind of large. We'll maybe take measurements so to kind of let you guys know exactly how large it is. Pairs perfectly with this set. It's not quite as cumbersomely enormous, obviously, as like the house or the really huge playset, so it's a little bit more manageable if you want kind of a more condensed playset. I would be curious if this fits on the little balcony section of the Rainbow High house. I don't think it will. I think
it would be
it's too
cute
big.
attachment if you turn the house. If you have like a separate area next to the house, this could be like, you know, your beach home, have like a little deck outside of it.
Maybe if you detach them, it would for sure fit. If you remove, because the deck separates from the staircase and the pool, so if you wanted to like separate them, like if you want this pool instead of like the house hot tub, you could swap those out. Very lovely. All of the detail that we come to expect from Rainbow High. And we're very curious what you guys think of Rainbow High Pacific Coast.
If you're planning on getting into them. Again, these three characters along with Harper will be available real soon. Their official launch date is January 10th. So you check with your local Walmart, Target, Amazon. Some of them have already been released on those websites, but you will be able to find these in stores real soon. Of course, we will include DPCI number, website links, everything you will need to locate these at your stores. If you are curious or interested in seeing them in person.
Yes, check out links in the description below. If you're looking for these girls yourself, and we'll provide all that helpful info. We'll also link our full Rainbow High playlist if you want to check out our loads of many other reviews. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Stay tuned to our channel. There are more reviews to come. Obviously, as we mentioned, there's more in the Pacific Coastline. So thank you again so much, MGA, for sending us this product. And thank you all for hanging out with us for this review. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.